Hello everybody and welcome to my 11th Excel 2010 VBA tutorial. This tutorial is going to go further into using date and time in your macros. So I'm going to show you a few different methods you can use on dates. In particular, to start off with, I'm just going to show you how to draw some of the dates and times out of the system. So let's, instead of making this date equal to the date that I've written in there, I'm going to make it equal to today, but I'm not going to just write in today's date. If it's tomorrow, if I run this tomorrow, I want it to put in tomorrow's date instead. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of that, and I'm going to put date. And you can put parentheses on, but Excel gets rid of them anyway. So if you just put in the word date, and that it's going to take that and it's going to use it as a time serial and put it into the my date variable. We can then, so we've still got 5th of February as our second date. So what this is going to do is work out how many days it's been since the 5th of February. So if we put this in a message box, so message box, and we don't want that to be my date, we want that to be dim date difference as long. So, and then we'll make this date difference. And then we just want our message box to say it has been, and then we want the date difference. So it has been however many days since the 5th February 2013. Right, so what this is going to do is it's going to take today's date, it's going to then take the 5th of February, it's going to find out the difference between the two, and then it's going to print out onto the screen. So let's just press play now. So it has been 8 days since the 5th of February 2013. So that's true because it's the 13th of February today. So that is how you'd use the current date. Now with time, we would use a different word, so we wouldn't put in date. What we do is we'd put in now. So let's just write this out on the screen. So let's just put message box now. And then if we play this, then it's just going to come up with the date and the time. And if we press it again, then you'll see the time's changed. If we press it again, you'll see the time changed again. So that's how you can steal the date and the time to go into your formulas. Now, there's a couple of things you can do as well of these. So let's say we want to know what day it's going to be in a month's time. So let's take my date and make it equal to date, and then we want my date 2 to be equal to the current date plus 1 month. So the way we do this is we're going to write date serial, and then this lets us put in a year, a month, and a day. So we want to take the year of the current date. So let's take, what we do for this is we can use another method called year, and we can put a date in it, so we put my date. And then that's going to give us the year of the current date. We can then take the month of my date, so let's put month, my date. And then we want 1 month down the line, so I'm just going to put +1. And then the day we want is going to be just the same day of the month as my date. So let's put day, my date, and then just close off our date serial. And then we can write this out onto our screen. So let's just put it in a message box and put my date 2. And let's play this now. Right, so it's coming up as 13th of March 2013, which is exactly what we wanted to do. So that is how you can use the date serial and the year and month and day, etc. In order to work out dates with parts of the date that you're currently using. So you don't have to just do for the next month. You could do the first day of the month by using the year and the month, and then just put in day as 1, and that will give you the first day of the month that you're in. Similarly, you could put the first day of the year that you're in by putting month as 1, and then that will just give you, so if we play this, that will give you the 1st of the 1st, 2013. So the date serial can be really useful. All you have to do is just stick in the 3 different numbers of what your day is going to be. So finally, just want to show you one more formula that's really useful, and that's the weekday formula. So quite often I find when I'm doing kind of reports, people want to split their information out by week. And so what a really useful thing to be able to do is find out the beginning of the week that you're in. So there's a really simple formula for this. So let's just get rid of this. So my date is going to equal, so it's the current date minus, and we want to take the weekday of the current date. So what the weekday is going to do is give it a date, and it's going to return what day of the week that date is. So we're taking the current date, we're going to find out what day of the week it is and take it away from that date, and that will subtract enough in order to get us to the start of the week. So let's put in date again as our parameter for the date, so today's date, and then we want to choose which day is the start of the week. So I want Monday to be the start of the week, and then close that off, and then because it's going to be showing Monday as 1 and then Sunday as 7, it's actually going to take off 1 too many, because if you imagine today was a Monday, it's going to go, alright, so I'm going to have today's date minus 1. So all you want to do is just counteract that by putting a plus 1 on the end. And then if we then play out my date, so what we're looking for now is the start of the week, which was the 11th of February. So if we play this, and boom, there we go, 11th of February. So there's a couple of different date and time formulas. If any of you have any problems with date and time, drop a message in the comments, and I'll add descriptions on how to do different things with date and time. So that's it for this tutorial. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use Boolean variables. So thanks for listening. If you're enjoying these, please subscribe, and I hope to catch you soon.